ficarmos tão mal aqui no tempo.
Welcome back once again, everyone, to another new episode of the New Cutout Hours with me, DJ Puffy. So glad to be with you on this wonderful day, whenever or wherever you are. Right now, you're hearing Let's Watch the Grass Grow by Orion's Belt off their album, or a triple album, specifically the album called Oyvind Blåström, one of the members. They did 3-part album with each one being a different member's name, and this one being Oyavon's. I love this song. It's called Let's Watch the Grass Grow. Before this, we had Day Represent by George Silver off Asteroid from 2025, an EP that I'll be needing to check out eventually. Up next, we'll have a little MF Doom with Vomit Spit off Food from 2004. Hope you dig all the tunes. We'll have plenty other amazing tracks, including some Cloakroom, Yuck, Sugar Cubes, and much, much more. Let's get into it. Here's the rest of Let's Watch the Grass Grow. See you in a little bit.
Sometimes blare it in your Jeep so your peoples can stare at them rhymes. Real rhymes, not your everyday hologram. Even when ribs was touching, never swallowed the ham. He'd rather eat a sandwich salad. It might need salt like your man's bland ballad. A lot of stuff happens that the news won't tell yous. Blues on L juice, snooze all hell loose. Rake it, take it like the good, the bad, the ugly. Break it rolling through your hood in the caddy buggy. Butter softy, leather flossy, fatty juggy. Always threw me off when she told me daddy funk me. I'm like any who's seeds walking all out in the street without any shoes. I guess it's better than some funky socks. You need to get her some skips before she catch the monkey pox. Instead she wanna hit a beatbox, take pills and make fake krills that sheetrock. Sing it, bring it back to your laboratory. While he's in his oratory, glorious like a horror story. The mask is like Jason. They told the place not to let the basket type case in. He could be some kind of wacko, waiting for the chance to heat the pipes like a crack hole. He busted in, blessed be the Lord, who believe any mess they read up on the message board. If so, I got bridges for the Lolo. Same bitch a gold dry snitcher to the popo. Here, orange peel stoves for the whole tier. Feel like I've been gone over a year, came home to old gear. It was the shit when I first scooped it. At least I get to sit out in New York and curse, stupid. Plead the fifth, sip wine stiffly. Patiently come up and be spiffy in a jiffy. Gift for the grind, criminal mind shifty. Swift with the 9 through a 5950. Well educated, he heard it when he meditated in deep data. Let her hate the creep plater. Dedicated cheap skater who keeps data. Say he stays self-medicated to sleep later. Side effects are similar to sugar pill. Whoever go next on the mic, he put a booger ill. And made his exit on some calm shit. Begged him on the regular for kegs of more vomit spit.
you're hearing Creation Dub by Cell Wheeler off the album of the same name from 1977. A fantastic dub song. Before this, we had Art Feynman with All I Can Do off Be Good, The Crazy Boys from 2023, one of my favorite records from that year. Up next, we'll have Cloakroom with Lights Are On off Last Leg of the Human Table from 2025, a fantastic post-punk record. Hope you love those tracks, or at least hopefully love a few of them. I'll be back a little bit, just a few songs away. Here's some beautiful trumpet.
Thank
that you were mine. I love to hear you say you need me every day you live. But I've gotta get into your love, baby. I need to get into your love. Won't you let me get into your heart, baby? I need to get into your love. I dug you from the first time that I met you, girl. You up and turned your back on me. I swore by the heaven above, one day I'll get you, girl. 'Cause this is what you've done to me. But I've gotta get into your love, baby. I need to get into your love. Let me, I wanna get into your love, baby. I wanna get into your love. I'm with you all the time. I love to call you mine. I need to hear you say you want me every day you live. But I've gotta get into your love, baby. Won't you let me get into your love? Ooh, girl, I wanna get into your love, baby. I need to get into your love. Oh, ooh, time seems to pass so slowly, and every little second turn into years. But who would I happen to meet in the prime of my life? And here you are, haunting me again. Oh, but I've gotta get into your love, baby. I need to get into your love. Let me, I wanna get into your love, baby. I need to get into your love. I'm with you all the time. I love to call you mine. I need to hear you say you love me every day you live. But I've gotta get into your love, baby. I need to get into your love. Let me, I wanna get into your love, baby. I need to get into your love. I'm with you all the time. I love you so
London, turn on Kinks.
Is the root of all evil. Money, 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 people is the root of all evil.
Triple Eight Freedom. Visit us. Rush.
So I'm tired of charges. Drives talk.
Thrills, no height. God, you couldn't tell they were fingernails.
Boy, that's no surprise. Don't touch that dial.
We're getting this one straight off the wax here on the new Cutout Hours. This is Our Night by Paul Cherry off Pure Grooves Volume 1. Have this on the table right now and we'll listen to it eventually. Love this record. It is a beautiful jazz piece from 2023. Before this, we had George Smallwood with Get Into Your Love off Loser, a repress from 2015, originally recorded in 1975. I love this track, very sweet and very simple. Up next, we have Yuck with Shook Down off their self-titled from 2011. And Yuck features the amazing Daniel Bloomberg, who recently won an Oscar for his score for The Brutalist, which I love that film. Alright, into Yuck in a little bit. Here's the rest of Our Night.
You're listening to
Sea Jazz.
Someone I was looking lights out, turn me slow, like you turn me upside down, face to ground. Spin it left and spin it true. Listen, girl, I think of you. Back up by the back of the chair, I left you there. It has been a week. It's been a week too long. There are 7 things that I've been doing wrong. You see, the time it takes for you is the time it takes for me. So don't agree. You could be my destiny. You could mean that much to me. You could be my destiny. You could mean that much to me. You could be my destiny. You could mean that much to me. You could be my destiny. You could mean that much to me.
Riding on my bicycle, I saw a motor crash, a proper motor crash. Lots of spectators rushed to the center. So the injured parents cuts on the children. An awful motor crash, dangerous motor crash, terribly bloody motor crash, terribly motor crash. The mother sneak with her secretly way to my home and nursed her gently. Put on the bandages, give her milk and biscuits. She sighed pleasantly after this awful motor crash. Dangerous, dangerous motor crash, motor crash, struggling motor
That girl on that bicycle showed great interest in all the motor crashes in the neighborhood. She looked quite innocent.
We disguised ourselves, took a taxi to her home. When her husband answered the door, she introduced herself. He said, "Where have you been all this time?"
But believe you me, I know what innocence looks like. But she showed increased interest. After she got that bicycle.
Right now you're hearing Pluck by Plone off For Beginner Piano from 1999. Before this, we had the Sugar Cubes with Motor Crash off 1988's Life's Too Good, featuring Bjork on vocals. This was her first band. Up next, we have Sugar Candy Mountain with Tired off 666. Alright, start singing, Plone.
Come on for me.
tree. On my bike, one this stripe. Come on, pussy, sits in my tree. Every day, come on to play. Come out for me, sits in my tree. Sleep in that shed, until we're wet. Where we can be, safe as that tree. Every day, come on to play. Come out for me, sits in my tree. Maybe we should explore the woods. Perhaps we'll find everyone's kind.
for listening this deep into the new Cutout Hours. I hope you liked a few of those tunes in there. Right now you're hearing Teeth Agency with Monique's Mood off Piano Man Breeds Love from 2020. Love that album cover. Before this, we had Galt McDermott with Lady You Look Good to Me off Shapes of Rhythm from 1966. To finish it off, we have the band Now with In Pantycolor, a single from 2025. I hope you dig that, and I'll see you next week.
Oh, Nancy, we were so young. It was a different world. Well, it's a gift if you learn it. Strike a match if you can. It's no classic, but it's so much fun. Nancy, where's the action at? stationed at Fort Hood. I couldn't wait to get out of the army. It's a gift if you learn it. Strike a match if you can. It's no classic, but so much fun. Nancy, where's the action at? Thursday afternoons at the picture show, watching you twist and shake. It's a gift if you learn it. Strike a match if you can. Oh, it's no classic, but it's so much fun. Nancy, where's the action at? Dust in my eyes, dirt in my nails, but you take me away. Well, it's a gift if you learn it. Strike a match if you can. It's no classic, but so much fun. Nancy, where's the action at?
As on guest.
Guest? The inebriate.